All right, everybody, welcome back. We're going to do part 3 of the Inquisitor. Where we left off was right in Homestead after we cleared out the fields. So we are going to go ahead and finish up this act. We got to go meet up with the Kaiman guys, get some quests from them. Going to go take care of this Lost Cannons guy, get another one of those monument guys, and then we should be able to wrap it up. We're going to go through this little broken down city, and we're going to fight the wizard guy, this Kazaz dude, whatever his name is, and wrap this up. It's going to be Act 3. This part's actually pretty fun. Now, this level is very, very hard.
Can't do that yet.
You're going to be getting, oh, Jesus, almost died. Lots of damage from Aether. Lots of enemies coming at you. They're all super high level. But you get another shrine. There's even a little mini boss that you get to fight who's got a really cool weapon if you are a Nightblade. We're just going to keep crushing because this build right now is working very, very well. Yeah, I know the microphone quality sucks. I've got another one coming. My bad. Oh, and back here, you see this little thing down here. This takes you to another one of those endgame dungeons. It's called Port Valbury. It's a island city. It's actually pretty cool. Got a lot of ethereals on it, lots of EXP to farm, and then it takes you into the actual dungeon. I don't think I've ever actually done that dungeon, so that'll be a fun thing to try out pretty soon here. A lot of those dungeons I don't do. I find I get most of the loot that I want from playing through the story. I don't find myself revisiting a lot of stuff to grind like I would do in like Diablo 2, where you would do bail runs and stuff like that. What you really do a lot here is monster farming for those infrequents, and then obviously those dungeons. All right, we're right to the end here. You see lots of big crystals. You get close to them, they zap you. So just be careful. Yeah, this is not a very friendly level, to be honest. And here he is, Herald of Flame. Give me back my cannons, bro. See, he's a pretty tough dude. And sometimes you just gotta step away because he likes to do stuff like that. I don't want to be standing in Aether. It's just not a good look. This dude's pretty tough, isn't he?
Can't do that yet.
So I'm gonna try kiting him a little bit, just making sure I pop a couple hits on him. Yep, he's gonna release this dude. Ooh, Aether wave. I don't think so. Nope. Look at he's 6 levels above me, and he still can't do squat. Come on, just die, would you? Jesus. Alright, there we go. Alright, now that we got that cleared out, let's pop another one of these, get our shrine. Cool. And what do we got here? Nope. We're good for soldier. No. That might be better. Alright, we're gonna hold on to that. Alright, let's jump into devotions. I forgot where we are. Oh yeah, I'm getting that jackal. I got 2 of these things? Alright. So we are going to start wrapping up on, let's see, we're going meteor, right? Yes. Fire damage, so I need 8, 15. So we're going to start on the vulture here. And I'm going to go back and reclaim this to put another one on the vulture. So we'll wrap vulture up. And then we need to get another 7 greens. So we'll probably try to get the greens by doing this. So I might do this constellation, drop a green here, roll with him. All right, let's get what we came for here. And not you guys. Got some dynamite and got our stuff. Let's go back. I forgot we got to do those extra areas too. And we still got a little bit of work to do. Yup. Cool, thanks, buddy. All right, so now, do I have enough dynamite? Yes, I do. Maybe some pants. We are going to kind of backtrack a little bit. We're going to go to the Prospector's Trail. We're going to hit this down here. Like I said, there's a lot down here. I'll probably skip the cool little Arcovian area, or I could do that in another video. We shall see. If anyone does want to take time to comment, if someone watches this and you want me to do it's a huge Arcovian undead area, I'll do it. Just need to know if you care about that. It is pretty cool. Yo. And this is working really well for mobs, but I think we're going to need to find something a little bit more potent for some single target boss action. That's kind of where Meteor is going to come into play, I guess, once we can unlock that. We still got a ways to go, though. Hey. Cool. We are 40 already. Whew, that's nice. So now we're going to start on 1 Steel Resolve, 1 to Arcane Empowerment, and then move the bar along until we get Aura of Censure. And then we'll go on to the second class. And that can probably either be Demolitionist or Arcanist. I think we might get the most bang for our buck with the Arcanist. Yeah, this is a big area. So if you guys end up playing and you get to this spot, there's a lot to explore. I didn't really mess with this for a very long time, mainly because of dynamite. Having 3 dynamite kind of limits you, and then you start moving through the game, you forget about some stuff. But it's always good to kind of double back. So this guy wants me to get some venom. This guy wants me to hunt down a manticore. These dudes are strong, these manticores. These Briarthorn guys, they suck. Pretty weak. Just like these Groggles. These are the dudes that have healers. So you gotta watch out for them. Kind of like the skeletons. So what we're gonna do first, so we are gonna find the jagged area. We want to get jagged waste. We want to get the first 2 quests knocked out, and then we'll double around. Yeah, see, look, this guy's not even reacting. I don't think he's getting hit by it. There we go. That was weird. Obviously, it starts on our map. That is for these guys. So when you kill them, they will end up dropping Manticore Poison Gland. You need that for the quest. That's what the one dude wants. Yeah, these guys are pretty tough. But they fall. Come on, let's go. Why isn't my dot hitting them? There we go. Jesus. Definitely gonna need this for these guys. There's a boss one of these up here. Yeah, it's this guy. He sucks. Yeah, so there's the problem. I don't really have any way to do any actual damage. Thank God for all of my extra skills that allow me to heal. Alright, did we get that mana core gland? We did not. That sucks. Cool. It's not going to be hunting these little guys here. Let's go. Let's go find a pack. Usually would have dropped by now. Alright. Come on, give me one. Some of those guys are resistant to getting this on them. Haven't seen that issue yet with this skill where it doesn't want to attach to enemies. Look at these guys, they just don't want to do it, do they? Give me your glands, please. So every other playthrough, those things are dropping left and right. I can't. There we go. Of course, now I get two of them. Irrelevant, and you can only pick up one. It's a quest item, so no multiples. Now, these guys also can drop a Manticore Eye, which is a component that you can use to make some relics, which is pretty cool. Alright, we get back in the right area. Alright, we're way off track. I never have to do that much work for those things. Alright, so part 2, we are going to find old Briarthorn. He is one of these Briarthorn dudes, but he's massive. Now, this quest is weird. It's in a cave that is not going to be on the map. So normally you see that little icon on the map. You will not get that this time. You have to just look for the cave like that right there. So, see, no icon. That's our cave. But we're going to do this boy right here because y'all know I love these. Give me the EXP, please. Cool. Just like that. We are back. No, not sponsored by Dr. Pepper. That'd be cool, though. Here we go. So this cave is going to take us to another cave. And so we can basically double dip on our quest in one path. So we're not doubling back on ourselves and wasting time. And as you see, these guys just aren't dying the way that I'm used to here, but we can literally sit here and let them go. Now, what I'm going to have to start getting in the habit of is laying down this thing first. My damage goes up. Now that I've got that additional bonus to the skill, this way the ticks go up. All right, just a sec, guys. All right. I don't know exactly how this is going to affect the stream or the recording, but had to just take a work call. Apologize for that. All right, buddy. Let's go ahead and just die. How about that? Can we do that? I think we can do that. No, I don't think so. You're gonna. Yep, you're dead. And as you'll see, these guys drop these little spheres that are loot tables here, little loot boxes. Kind of silly since you already dropped stuff, but yeah, whatever. Is what it is. All right, so that is the secret cave. Now we get to drop into the other one. This is where we're going to find our first of 2 shrines. And also, we get to kill a gigantic spider, like the one from Lord of the Rings. And that's a quest. And then we can go get another shrine and go kill some big grovel warrior guy. His name is Blood Feast or something like that. Some dumbass name. I like that I can do this through the stalactites or mites, whichever stalag they are. Mitritite. Come on. That's not even the same name. Ungoliax. I'm pretty sure that's the name. Or Ungoliant. I don't know. Feel free to correct me in the chat or in the comments. Jesus. They're just coming everywhere. It was Australia? Fuck that. Yay. I'm going to have to stop by the vendor soon here. All right, where were we at? Yeah, so the vulture. We're getting close. I think we've got 2 more shrines before the end of this act. And then act 4 or 5. I don't really know how it breaks down. I usually just do it by boss. And we haven't had a boss since Darius Cronley. Alright, now we head off to the right. This is going to take us to the new area. Generally, when you do this, you do have to climb up the path here because there's all these blockades. Yep, another blockade. Jesus. Nothing but blockades. Cool. You might be asking, you saw that second cave? Both of the caves on the map take you to the spider's lair. Remember, we dropped in from the old Briarthorn one, so we didn't miss one. Trust me, I would love if there was another cave, but there's not. All right. There's another one of these. Now, something weird here. I see this. There's always this headstone with a life bar. I don't know what it means. Don't know if there is some secret part of the game that I haven't uncovered yet. To be fair, I really haven't messed with it too much. Okay, we'll take that one. Alright, so now we'll come back down here. We're going to go into this big old tower. The cool thing is, by the time we finish all this up, we're probably going to be level 37. Now, if we want to, down here are Cobian docks. This is cool. That is a relatively new part of the game. It's super sweet. Doesn't have anything super special in it, but it's a new area, and new areas are always cool. There's 1 or 2 bosses in there that are pretty solid. This also leads to the Arcovian docks. If you're curious, like, this area is huge. And there we go. Yep. But I'm pretty sure walking that area takes, I don't know, a good 10-15 minutes. So we'll leave that for another time. Ooh, lots of iron. So this area is going to be fun with this skill too. There's so many of these dudes in here. I wish I could go through the walls. That'd be cool. So many globules, or globules, or whatever you want to call these things. Little stupid orcs. Whatever, bro. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna leave some behind. I don't care. There you go. There's a level like I thought. And I see you coming, dirtbag. You were seriously gonna heal through the wall, huh? That's effed up. Bang, bang, bang. Oh, you know what? I didn't even unlock that, did I? Alright, up and up and up. Yeah, this one just climbs up. We're gonna stay toward the left side of the screen here, follow this around. There might be some dynamite over here. If you need dynamite, keep an eye out for that. Hey, look at there it is. I don't really care too much. I've got plenty of dynamite. Oh, I got backed into a corner. That's cool. Alright, need more dudes to kill, I guess. Yeah, no, I don't think so. Dude, what the jerk? Oh, is there no other way in there? Oh well. Too late. I'm going back. Hey. Yeah, this room is always such a blast. 8,000 of these little dudes in here. Ooh. And yes, those grates on the floor, those openings, there are spikes in there. So don't stay on it too long. Man, my nose itches. Alright. We got a boss over here. Blood feast or something like that. Another asshole orc guy. What up? What up, blood feast? Turd. He's got a lot of health. No thanks. Yep. So he's not gonna get. I'm not gonna let him touch me. That's just not gonna happen. Need a little too much juice for that. Nope. Yeah, sorry. He's bleeding. Sorry, bud. I don't think so. Nope. No, I don't think so, buddy. As you see, the fun of dots. But those ticks are pretty vicious. Like, and he's just losing thousands at a time. Nope. Cool. And he's done. Yeah, if you let him get a hold of you, you're going to be in trouble. Especially in a build like this. That dude's got some power. Yay, a bunch of stuff. Cool. So now, what we can do is go back to the Pine Barrens. Turn on requests. And again, I didn't ask for all these, but because we did everything, look at that. We're nearly level 37. Now, back to Homestead. Sell this stuff. Move on. Still actually have a lot left to do here. Don't care. Don't care. Nope. Nope. Let's try that bad boy out. Can't use it anyway. Bang, bang, bang. Foliax, no thanks. We got more stuff over here. Now, we do want to start taking a look at armor. So if I can get boots that have the same resistances. With all this extra armor, we're obviously going to try to look to upgrade some armor. These pants need some love too. Don't care about really any of the resistances here but chaos. Everything else is actually good, so those don't really help us all that much. Intensify doesn't matter. Now if we can find some gloves that have some extras on them. Don't care. No boots. Definitely not in the two-hander. This thing sucks. Even this armor. It's almost got nothing to it, man. We can probably go without this armor. Yeah, it's literally just that stone in there. So if we can find an armor that does some fire damage and potentially gives us some more chaos and fire damage. I don't know if this will help us or not. Let's see. Chaos would be nice. Nope, it's because it's elemental. It hits all the buckets and effort. Okay. Nope. Nope. No swords. I'll try that one out. So definitely not using these guys. Chaos resistance on the pants would be nice. And way more armor. Movement speed. Yeah, you know what? We'll keep those for later. Nope, nope, nope. Don't care. That helmet's gonna be hard to replace. Tell you what. Okay, we're gonna look at these. Don't need any of this. Oh, I still got stuff to sell? Jeez. Nope. Nope. Alright. So I'm gonna go get enchanted flint. I'm looking to see if this weapon's any better. Enchanted flint. Nothing here. Oh. Just barely. Does it do anything else though? Yeah, you can just keep that. Taking back this piece of flint here. I'll have to make some more of that. No, I don't want more storage. Cool. All right, now we get to head this way. So I'm just gonna take a quick look. You know what? We need some of this stuff out here. So we're gonna kill some of these dudes. We need those chthonic sigils. There is a shrine we need to unlock them. They're also part of the first of your quests for your little factions that you join. So among the Brotherhood of Kaimon, which is basically just a bunch of BS. And these chthonic dudes, yeah, these guys actually hit really freaking hard. So be careful. There's one like floaty vampire looking dude. He sucks. Super strong guy. The rest of these guys, pretty easy. Just a sec here. Look at that. Sorrow's Bastion. So here is where you have your two little factions. Over here is the bad guy faction. Basically, if you're a necromancer, you have to go over there. Over here is ours. Now you can go over and attack them. You can't enter their stronghold though.
May the light.
Sweet. We'll gather some cereals. Yeah, we'll do that. What do we got here? Don't need any of this. It's all pretty useless stuff, isn't it? Okay. More physique. Let's do that. And then we get some extra elemental damage and retaliation. That's all good stuff. And yes, there are some more uh, manuals in there that you can read to get some EXP. I'm going to skip those. I want to try to bust through this here. Alright, so for this, we are going to kind of hug the left-hand side here. So we got to find 5 dead guys, take their little badges off of them. We got to free some people from cages. We got to kill a dude with some guns. He's an a-hole, super strong. It's Bolivar, the Bloodthirsty, or something like that. These manacles. So, hey, look at that. So we got our first one. Insignia. Black Legion Insignia. Cool. There's another one. So there's always stuff to do, right? Always something going on in this game. Boom. Alright. We'll work our way over here. Bolivar could show up at any time. And that dude, you gotta be careful. He is powerful. He will murder. God dang, I forgot. I already talked about it 14 times. We need this guy here to complete our vulture. We'll get that. I promise we'll get that. Give me something to sit here, talking to myself, playing a video game. I can go do stuff I need to do, right? Cool. So that quest is good. We've got one more seal to get. And obviously, I want to get this totem over here. Chasing totems. Alright, throw down a trap. Bam. Yeah, I see. So, the damage check, it's good, but not good enough to withstand everything. Yeah, like I said, I need a little bit more juice with some of these guys. I just feel like sometimes the attack's not hitting. It's kind of weird. Ooh, okay. Doesn't help us in any way, shape, or form in terms of damage, but Inquisitor Seal probably not happening. Nope. Slow? No. Yeah, I don't like it. We're just going to stick with what we have. Alright, so now we're going to hang it out this way. See if we can't find Bolivar. Take him down. Yeah, there he is. See, he's tough. Get him. Get him. You can't get me, SOB. Get in. Yeah, he sucks. He is super strong. Whatever he's basically an Inquisitor, just dark side. He's Anakin. Fucked up. He killed the kids. Alright, cool. Alright, so now we are done with this little area here. We are going to go find our little waypoint. Oh, it's blocked. Cool. Alright. Come up around here. So this is going to take us right up here, and there's 2 paths, so we're going to hang a right. There is another quest area for these Kaimon guys, and no matter what faction you go to, you're going to come over here anyway. It's either you're going to be taking down some dark wizard mage guy or Sister of the Light or some crap like that. So you're coming here either way, and then sometimes you have to go down this path. There's another quest to go pick up some ethereal essence, which is cool. Yeah, I'm not saying it in that. Alright. feel like we're going to start to see this skill be less and less super cool until we find some sort of modifier or a weapon that adds quite a bit of juice to it. And I also need to get some more plus skills on my weapons and stuff. So far I only have 2. Alright, this place, you can go either way. It takes you to the same destination. I usually just do one of them. Go through here, kill these dudes. Yeah. Yup, they're all toast. There's just more guys to kill. Oop. Alright. Got some skellies. Got some dynamite. Alright, now, fair warning, this guy kind of sucks. I don't think I can put multiple stacks on him, which really kind of defeats the purpose of having such a great skill, but he's dead. Alright, and that's, yeah, that's, should be 2 quest lines for Kaiman. Now we're going to get out, go back to the Bloodgrove Rift, and now we're going to rock our way to the left. We've got, I'm going to check a vendor over here real quick. So underneath that bridge, you can get to a secret vendor. So we're going to go through here. Going to walk under the bridge to the pipe. This dude has some good weaponry if you are a shaman. And I think something else here we'll find out. I don't remember. I also need to probably sell some stuff. Yes, I do. Get rid of. Do I want to do that? Okay, doesn't matter. Don't care. Flames of Ignifar. Can I get something that's not that skill? Word of Pain, I need that. Yeah, none of these have Word of Pain, I don't understand. Yeah, Boulevard doesn't help, so I'm gonna check his stuff. So he's got these wands, that sword, this dude, that axe. That axe is legit, by the way. Nothing for me, that sucks. Okay, well, we're gonna move on then. Thanks, bud. Yeah, pretty cool secret little area. I just found this maybe 1 or 2 playthroughs ago, so pretty cool little thing here. You can always find stuff. This game is huge. And these devs really put a lot of love into it. I say, if you're watching and you don't have this game already, what are you doing? Go grab it. I mean, it's huge. It's not super expensive. And again, there is a 3rd expansion coming out. It's just going to get better. Like, support these guys. I hear rumors of a Grim Dawn 2. That would be fantastic, especially if they use Unreal Engine 5. Make it look like it's modern while having the old school great quality vibes. Yep, got these dudes here. We are almost done here. I'm gonna get this little totem over here. That worked out better. Maybe I chose the wrong skill. Keep getting modifiers for every other skill but Word of Pain. But I guarantee you, a different playthrough, I'm dropping Word of Pain all over the place. That's how it works. All right, we're gonna squeeze through here. So we've got, we have one more shrine. We have a shrine at the end of this, and a little mini boss. He's kind of like Bolivar, all vitality based. You kind of have to make sure you stay up on him. He summons 2 like vitality chaos crystals, and they will wreck you. He's a dude that has ruined many a playthrough for me. This is a good level to really test where your stuff is at. If your resistances and your damage aren't good, yeah, this is not going to be fun for you. What's up, boys? You want to play? Probably not a good idea. Oh, I just finished the first quest from Kaimon. I thought I already had all those. Cool. So we should have 2 quests done for that dude. Then we can turn it over and get back. This will get us the main story quest. And apparently a bunch of these. Not sure why. Alright, cool. And you can see there's a bunch of these here. If you actually go through all of these, I think there's probably a good like half dozen or so. Alright. So up this hill, we got this. You're going to wait on that because this is next. Yeah, this dude, he sucks. Nope. Sorry, partner. We're not doing that. Yep, get rid of those. See? Yeah, those will kill you. You'll basically get hit with a bunch of like vitality lightning. I think it's Doom Bolt is the attack. You'll get murdered. This guy's Ja Rule with a bad attitude. Sweet. Alright. Another shrine. Boom. Thank you. Alright, here we got a bunch of these guys. Yeah, it's that Doom Bolt. You get Doom Bolt, that'll get you. Can we afford to do that? Let's check out some damage here. Doesn't matter. We're gonna take some damage then. Are there 2 of those? Okay. Okay. This might be the time to consider a shield here. 1, look at that chaos res. 2, that fire damage. Wow, that fire damage is pretty stellar. So we're gonna keep that on the side, and we're gonna take a look. Now, obviously, I wanted to use this over this, but it might not make any sense. We shall find out. All right, back to this here. Any gloves any good? Maybe. Pants. Nope. All right, well, I say what we do here is go back to town, try out this right here, see if it works. All right, so we're at 3980. That does nothing. So that flat fire didn't do squat. Huh. But that chaos damage is stellar. Yeah, we're gonna try that out for a minute. With that chaos res. Because this next boss, guess what? He is chaos. Alright. Yeah, we are almost done with this act. So, I mean, Act 3 starts like right here. Yeah, it carries. It's pretty big. This is one of the bigger ones. Kind of makes Act 2 feel kind of weird. Because Act 2 is so small. Out the box. thing about having a shield, though, it should provide us with a little more defense, which we are lacking. Hey, what's up, boys? You want to die? I bet you did. Oh, I gotta assign that. I never did the devotion point, did I? Yeah, I have a problem with that sometimes. Devotion, and I didn't read through this one. I told you guys. So that leaves us with getting our 7 greens, and then we can get Meteor, and that's going to be pretty cool. Now, there is a case to be made to maybe remove the one that I have now in favor of that, and I think I might actually do that. Because I really don't need to have a second attack, and Meteor is going to be way better than Elemental Storm that I have now. Ooh, hey, buddy. Blow those dudes to shreds. Now, the only downside to taking this shield might be my energy regen. Yeah, whatever. We're going to just move on here. So this is the last stage for this act. We're gonna rush through here real quick. There should be a totem at the bottom here. There it is. We're gonna hit that totem, loop around, take care of the boss, call it a day. And boss with the lost. Come on, boys. Go away. It's okay. These guys are a little overly dramatic. Be nice if we get hit 39. Don't think that's gonna happen. The shield looks cool, though, doesn't it? It's kind of mean. And I'm definitely only a portal down here. This guy's damage type is not fun, but we should be good. I mean, look at we've got vitality and that are both pretty high. Yeah, he sucks. But he can't do nothing. If you're just gonna summon dude, you're toast, bro. Sorry to tell you. Ain't gonna help you, bro. Come on, stay in my circle. Alright, phase 1 complete. Phase 2, yep, he starts off with all this bullshit. Now we are definitely not going to get hit by him because his hits are pretty vicious. Yeah, all this crap that he rolls up here is not friendly. And kill those. You see any of those pink crystals pop up, take them out. They will F up your world. I'm not joking. Doombolt is not fun. Cool. Look at that. Easy peasy. Alright, we got a chest here. We got a little side room with a chest. And that is Act 3. Astrakarn Road. Now this is where the third expansion is supposed to be. Where at? I don't know, but there's a lot of empty space. I mean, it could be through here. There's a lot of suspicious looking roads here that lead to nowhere. These guys are tough. All right, let's go back to Homestead. Turn in some quests. We got a lot. So we got her. Yep, kill them. We gotta turn in this one. Lumber mill. Turn in that guy. Cool. Talk to these guys.
You're here.
What up, Creed? Alright, so we gotta go find that dude. Now, we need to go back to Kaiman. Feel like a level up's gonna happen here. Yep, look at this. Boulevard, Master Ravik. Sweet. So, we finished his quest line. There is another one. Ooh, the same, no suck. Yeah, we can get rid of these. These are extras from quests. Yeah, we're gonna skip a little bit. I want to get Ore of Censure pretty bad here. Now there's a dude we gotta find. He's all hyped. We're gonna get some ashes, fight a dude, get another. Yeah, one of those things. Shrines, that's what it is. But that's going to be way down here. So that is the end of Act 3. The last act here is going to take us through Astrakarn, the Tomb of Archon. So this is where you kind of peel off before you get to the last city. You get a dungeon that has the quest for the Sacred Ashes. It has a shrine. Then usually when I get here, I stop, I come back, and I go to Burwich Village. I go to the East Marches, where there is another shrine, and the thing that you get for killing the guy next to it, and a couple other side pieces here. And then that'll basically take us to the last half where we come through here. We get like 3 or 4 more shrines. Final boss is here. And then that's the end of the actual first part of the game. If you remember, guys, I mentioned Port Valbury when we were down here in the Conflagration. That is basically a whole city with an endgame dungeon in it, which we could definitely do. And then not Act 2, but the expansion takes us to Gloomwald, and this forest, the Ugdenbog. I hate it. I think this sucks. When you get over here, I feel like this is kind of cool. This is jam-packed with all sorts of enemies and cool stuff. And then there's a lot of different weapon modifiers over here. So yeah, we're going to wrap it up here. Thanks everyone for watching and any participation. Remember to like and subscribe. Appreciate y'all.